Hey everyone, it's me. This is just a real short video because I am trying to get my chickens in so I can get them locked up so that I can head back to church. But let's see if I can show you. Oh, she left. Just when I got out here, I heard a meow and a meow, and I looked up there and Miss Kitty was up on the roof. I'm standing, behind me is the back of my added on room, and I'm out here because, well, like I said, I gotta get over there in my chicken yard, and I hope that you can hear me. There's a lot of traffic on my road. Right behind me is part of the property fence, and then there's a ditch, and then there's the road, so pretty close to the road. But why am I wearing these glasses, you asked? Well, I'll tell you. Last Sunday was my Sunday to teach Sunday school, and I taught the kids on love. And when we were done our lesson, and then we did a craft, when we were done our craft, I gave all the kids these funny heart glasses, and I was talking to them about how when we love God with all of our heart, and God pours his love inside of us, we can look at others, that don't know God. We may see them in the street doing some bad things, or we may be in the store and see them do bad things or hear them say bad things. But if we have that love of God in our heart, we can look at those same people and we can see them, muffler, we can see them the way that God sees them. We can see them through the love of God and know that God loves them, and our job is to pray for them and try to talk to them about the Lord and point them to Jesus. And so that's why I'm wearing these glasses. Two of the kids that I teach, their family was out last week, and so I saved, I had a few of these glasses left over, and I have them in a bag to bring to those kids tonight to give them. And let's see. This morning, of course, I went to church. Beautiful service. Oh, the presence of the Lord was just so sweet. And I was so happy to see a lady there that I talked to this week at the laundromat. I talk to everyone. And I got talking with her and got to talking to her about the Lord, and invited her to church and gave her a church card. And she came this morning and she brought a friend, and they enjoyed the service, and they told me they'll both be back sometime. I don't know if they'll come tonight, but I was really happy to see them. There are people all around us every day, that they know that there's certain things going on in this old weary, dreary world. And there are people looking for something that's real. And the only thing that is real is God. And so it's our job to tell people about the Lord. Boy, that road, it used to be such a quiet country road. And there was something else. Oh, crochet class yesterday. Please go and see my, I did the chain challenge, 1 minute change challenge. I put a short, I think, of Kristen's hands while she was crocheting. I posted a picture on my community page of me and her. She was so proud of that cotton coaster that she made. She wanted to have a picture taken. We didn't make the pot holder. She wants to make the pot holder, but she had found a bunch of other things that she wants to learn how to make, and one of them was that coaster, so we did that. But while we were there, a lady came in, and she brought in this plant, and she set it down on a table next to us, and she sat down, and I looked over at her, and I said hello to her, and she said hello to me, and I said, that's a real pretty plant. And she told me that she brought it as a gift for a friend that she was meeting, and that it actually was going to be a prune tree once it started growing. And she made her way over to our table and asked what we were doing, so we told her, and we showed her some things. I had brought some things to show Kristen, so I showed them to this lady. And she said that she doesn't have the patience to crochet, but she likes the finished, the finished work of things. And so we were talking, and next thing you know, she pulled up a chair and sat down next to me and just made herself at home talking to us. And then the friend that she was waiting for showed up, and so she excused herself and went over and sat with her friend. And right when I started the chain challenge, she brought her friend over to our table, and they could see we were doing a video, so they said, we'll wait till you're done, and then could we come back over to your table? My friend wants to see what you're making. So after my 1-minute video, the lady brought her friend back over. Her friend said that she knows how to crochet. It's been a while since she has. She has ideas in her head that she wants to make, but she has to find her hooks. So Kristen was telling her that I'm teaching classes, and anyway, I gave her a business card so she could look at my website. I said, you don't have to buy anything, just look at the different things that I make. Well, that was 4 of us. We were talking for a good long while. Then came another lady who was friends of those two, who wants to learn how to crochet. And so we had a good conversation with her and invited her to classes and gave her a card. And then we made our way out of that place. And I'll tell you what, that time went by so fast. I met up with Kristen about 11:15, I think. And I didn't get home. I kept saying, I got to get home by sunset. And I got home just, at that time. Of course, I didn't have Kristen pay me for all that time. She just paid for 1 hour, which is fine with me. But the time just went by so fast. And we left there and went across the street to another place to both of us to get something to eat. I had not eaten, and I could feel my blood sugar dropping. So got something to eat there. And as we were leaving, somehow we got talking with a young girl, high school girl that works there, and somehow crochet came up. And she doesn't know how to crochet, but she wants to learn. She has a friend who crochets, and her friend and her, for high school, for class, were taking a psychology course, and all of the students had to come up with a project. They had to make something. Well, her friend who crochets crocheted a brain, and they were having, she won whatever it was they were doing. She got the highest points for that crochet brain, and she won. And this girl that we were talking to was so impressed about her friend's crocheted brain and said, oh, I want to learn how to do that art. So gave her a business card. I didn't have another flyer with me of my crochet classes that I'm teaching, but I gave her, contact information. Anyway, it was a wonderful time. And if you can't tell by that picture, Kristen is just so excited. I was freezing. I don't know. I think I need to get down to Plano to the lab and get my blood work done, because I may be low of iron. I mean, yesterday it was in the 40s, and it was damp and windy, but I was freezing even inside the place that we were at. And I was drinking a hot coffee, but I was really, really cold, and my bones were hurting. So I looked back at that picture and thought, well, I didn't look too happy, but I was happy. I was very pleased that Kristen is so excited. My bones were really hurting, and I couldn't get warm. Now, this morning, it was cool and damp, and then it got up until like 75, and I think that's what it is now. There's some cardinals right there. And so I need to get those chickens in and then finish getting ready to get back to church. But I just felt like calling you up real quick. So I will talk to everyone later.